find them in the stores anyway. My size too big, but when it's online, I was like, oh, gotta get them.
No,
Okay,
I
wait.
feel that.
I got both recordings ready, so whenever you're good to go, we can get started.
Cool. Yeah, I just hit it on my end. So yeah, I can get started whenever you ready to go, bro.
All right, bet. Yeah, we good to go.
Cool. All right, let's do it. All right, man. It's DJ Wado. It's the Wado Radio Show. We got a special guest, man. He's definitely not a stranger to what we've been doing these past 15 years. Man, he's opened so many doors for so many people, impacted. I just feel like so much stuff. Won tons of awards from any, I think, music thing that's doing awards. This dude's got the Grammys, the Doves, the Stellars, the Kingdom Choices, all of it, man. But Lecrae is with us. Just put out Church Close 4, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I got to return in flowers, man, because a lot of people don't. If they don't know, they need to know, man. DJ Wado is a pioneer in CHH, man. We don't give flowers out like they need to be given out, man. But without you, a lot of these artists' music wouldn't be heard. You know, you give him insight and wisdom. You've challenged me historically, face to face on the phone. It was good. Like, I'll never forget some stuff you said, man. It really rocked me, man. So just to say that, my brother, like, you've been doing your thing, and man, we are honored to have you as a part of the culture, for real.
Oh man, I'm beyond humbled by that, bro. Beyond humbled by that, and you are kind because we've had some heated conversations on the
Hey,
phone.
look, I always grow from it, though. I grow from it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I love it, man. Let me ask you this about Church Close 4. I love the album. First and foremost, let me say that. I know you guys have shared that this was felt like the most vulnerable you've been on an album, and I think there's a lot of truth in that. But I want to ask you this though: is it the most comfortable you've been in your skin on the album?
Absolutely. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Just because it's like I mean, you've been around as long as I've been around, so you've seen all the iterations, and it's like,
yeah,
you in a space and you're like, oh shoot, hip hop is paying attention to me. Oh my gosh, what do I
yeah,
do?
yeah.
And then you just graduate and get to a place where you like, yo, God, this ain't what you designed me for. Like, you designed me for
Mm,
something different. And now it's like you get older and you like, man, I want to put the youngins on. I want to create something for people beyond myself. And
sure.
you know what I mean? So I'm definitely in a comfortable space. Yeah.
Man, talk about. I think you've achieved a level of celebrity, and what comes with that celebrity is praise. A lot of times that a lot of people in our scene in particular just can't understand because of the magnitude of what you've done and the amount of people that you've reached.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about what it's been like over the years, the ups and downs of dealing with that level of praise, and just even as people, are we even built to handle some of that?
Nah, man. I would say celebrity, no one is meant to be that praised or that criticized. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And,
mm,
and we're just not meant to withstand it. In the same way, I feel like even like Twitter, you're consuming what's going on around the world and all the disasters that are happening simultaneously. We're not built to handle the weight of knowing every disaster. Because what can you
yeah,
do about it
yeah,
all?
that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's
So
good.
so it's like, man, like when it comes to being praised like that, I look and I see people like Naaman in the Bible or like Nebuchadnezzar, and I see it always ends in disaster because
Hmm.
even Solomon. It's just like it's hard to not get swept away by it. Is as much as you try to pursue humility, it's like tug of war. And if you playing tug of war by yourself against 10 other people, you're gonna lose every time. So
Mm,
you gotta have a different perspective going in, and it can't be like I want to receive the praise of everybody.
yeah. Um, you had Don Cannon host the first three church close.
Yes, sir.
Why'd you go without a DJ on this one?
I went without the DJ on this one because, well, two reasons. One, um, as we was talking to Don Cannon, which he did produce on Journey. A lot of
Yep,
people didn't know that, but
yep.
we was talking to Don Cannon. It just, we had deadlines and he had deadlines, and our schedules was looking kind of crazy. So for us, it was like, man, I don't know if we'll be able to really get it turned in on time if we wait on that. And then part two, I thought like, um you know, I thought like just the new nature and the season of things. Like there's a generation who doesn't even know what a mixtape DJ is,
That's
like who doesn't
facts.
know what the voice is. They're like, why is somebody speaking on the track? What's happening right now? You know, and so I was like, man, it's just this weird combination.
That's
Yeah,
good. Yeah. Okay. I want you to clarify this. I want you to
yeah.
fill in the blank.
All right.
Church Clothes 4 was my last.
My last church clothes album.
Thank you.
Church clothes.
Thank you.
I'm not done. I'm not retired. But the church clothes series is we put it to bed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Put it to
What
bed.
what what does music look like for you going forward? Like, is this more solo albums, collab projects? Like, I feel like you and Andy tease us every time y'all release a project with a collab, and I'm like, when they gonna do a whole project together?
It's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's really we just work so much differently. But and I'll tell you about that in a second. But I'll say for me, um, I still got a whole bunch of songs in the clip that I just haven't gotten
Mm,
released that are
mm,
phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
phenomenal. Like um Tasha Cobb was asking could she be on Let the Trap Say Man back in the
mm,
day. I was like,
mm.
nah, let's work on something different. And so we ended up making this phenomenal song, and I want that to come out. It's just a lot of other songs that I'm gonna put out. And then as far as a body of work, I don't know. You know, I'm open. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I would like to do something with Andy, but like I said, man, we work so differently. Like I'm like a what you call it? I'm like a buffet. Like I just be cooking up everything and throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like what
yeah.
pancakes, hot dogs, scrambled eggs. I can feed everybody. Andy's like a chef in Paris or Italy. Like he wants to
He got a
stir it.
specific.
Yeah, let me add a little salt. Let me. So
Yeah,
it's we working together. We it's like we gotta find that rhythm. You
yeah.
know. What I mean?
I feel that. He strikes me as a person that needs a whole vision before he
Yo,
does a project, as
oh yeah.
opposed to let's just go in here and cook and see what happens.
That's how I'm like.
Yeah,
Let's get in there and cook and see what
yeah,
happens. Andy, like, yo, when we any song we make, he already is dreaming about the video, the vision, like from soup to nuts, like the
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. Let me. I want to go here for a little bit. Just relationships, discipleship. What does discipleship look like, and how you guys develop artists during this season? Because obviously, I mean, Reach Records has been that's always been I feel like a core part of what you guys do, even from the beginning, all the way
Yeah.
back to Trip Lee, Show Baraka, you know what I mean, and KB and Andy, and then obviously there's a new wave of artists. You guys just signed Limo Blaze. So
Yeah.
what does that even look like for you guys during this season with so many artists?
Yeah. So one is like, um, we definitely got a group chat. So we talk every day in terms of just staying connected, because if different people live in different spaces or whatnot. So we talk every day. Then there's some intentionality, like, me sitting down and just meeting with artists and just spending some time with them or taking them on the road. But the dopest thing that I've been able to see, man, this was just super fire, is usually the best like discipleship moments happen on tour.
Mm,
And this last Unashamed tour, I felt a relief because it wasn't me carrying all the weight of pouring into these younger artists. You had Trip and Tadashi and Andy just
that's
pulling
good.
artists aside, just investing in them and pouring into them, and it just felt like Professor X's school of X-Men with just different leaders training the next generation. It was dope.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Uh, it's a little touchy subject, but
Come on.
I feel
Get
like
in
people want to know about Gavi and just what's going on with that situation.
Yeah.
It seems that he is going to be releasing music soon,
Hmm.
and obviously he's no longer a part of you guys' label. But just what is that relationship like right now, and how do you even feel about him releasing music?
Yeah. You know, and I'll speak in some generalities, like with anybody. Oh, first of all, let me say this: I love Gavi. I
Yeah,
love him. I hold no ill will to him. All I want is healing and restoration for him. That's it.
amen.
I put all my dirty laundry in the streets. Because and so if there's anybody who does not have a stone to throw at somebody, it's me. So I would never be the type of person that says I'm better than him or he's beneath me ever, ever, ever. I want his healing and his restoration. That's it. Um, at the same time, you know, for anybody, I feel like in order for that to happen, you have to be transparent. You got to be transparent with the people who love you and who care about you.
Mm.
And if for any reason, people don't get that reciprocation, that transparency, then you can't move forward. You know what I'm saying? Now, I I don't know what that's looked like with the people that's around him, but I know that that's not something that we got to experience. You know what I'm saying? That we wanted. We wanted that transparency. I talk to any artist, bro, any artist, and I'll tell them like, and you can ask artists in the industry because a lot of Christians in the mainstream music, and I always run up to them and I'll tell them, listen, I don't care if you got drugs in a hotel and strippers, call me. I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to walk you through this process so you can find healing and wholeness. I don't want to just condemn people. I want to see them reach wholeness. So I'm that person. You ain't never got to hide nothing from me. I'm going to help you walk through it. So for my man, I don't feel like we had that, and I love him. And I don't know if he would say different, but I don't feel like that was the situation. And so that was a lot of what created what we have today.
How tough was that decision to part ways with him? Because I don't know if people really understand how long he's been a part of, even before he was signed.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when he did like 5 songs on Rebel. You know what I mean? Like, he's been a part of what y'all do for a really long time. And
Yeah.
so obviously this was not an easy decision by y'all.
Nah, it wasn't. I mean, again, though, as me and Triple said, I mean, it was painful because, but again, as me and Trip said when we were talking, it's like, man, we love him. We want the best for him, and we want like, it felt like in a lot of ways, I raised that dude. I was around him since he was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not like never talk to me again. It's more like, and I've told him plenty times, I love you. I want the best for you. So that's how it's gonna always be. And I believe you're never too far to come back to God or to come to
Amen.
be restored to a community. Like, I don't care what you did. You know what I'm saying? I got, good friends of mine who sit in prisons and do ministry with child molesters. You know what I'm saying? And God does a work in their hearts and transforms them. Shoot, I heard Jeffrey Dahmer got saved before he died. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But it's not beyond the capacity of God doing work in you. So it's never no situation where he's like, "Oh, we're too good for him. I can't believe he did that." It's more so like, brother, there's consequences for your actions. You got to take responsibility. You got to be transparent, and you got to own stuff because, like I said on the album, confession bring you peace. Secrets make you weak.
That's good.
Yeah.
One more person I want to ask you about. I know we're a little pressed for time. Louis Giglio.
Oh, wait, don't be going there.
Hey
Wait, don't
man.
exclusive.
Hey man. Nah, I mean here's my thing. I just know you guys did a lot of ministry together before
Yeah.
that white blessing situation. You know what I mean? Which was, I always felt like that situation was a little unfair to you because it's like, man, how you supposed to respond when someone says something like that?
Yeah.
But how did that impact y'all's relationship after that?
So I think so. What I would say, I can't speak for him. I could just speak for me.
Yeah.
I think culturally, as an African American, we're very communal, and when we say we're friends, we're like really friends. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like we if we say like if you like, yeah, that's my friend, that's my brother. It's like I might call you and ask you for some sugar. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I may whatever. Like, it's not just a transactional thing. It's not
Right.
just like, yeah, when we got a conference together, we link up. It's like we're really friends. We're really brothers or sister, you know what I mean? And I think I have a lot of people who would say they're my friend, but it's more transactional. It's more kind of associated,
Mm,
you know what I mean?
I
And
got
so
you.
I think for me, I never thought we was like, oh, this is my friend.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
my, and then obviously we're brothers in the Lord, but I never had that perspective. And so um for me it was like, oh wow, you bugging. you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you bugging right now. But I didn't know. I would say my problem was I did not recognize the people who were being hurt in that moment, and I didn't consider. And so I kind of did not fully catch what he was saying. He said so many other things that I don't think people caught. I was trying to
Yeah.
fix the whole conversation. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but anyway, so for me, it's not like I lost a friend. I don't feel like that. Now, I would prefer personally that he would reach out to me, to restore things, because it looks crazy for me to be like, look, my whole community saw me sit there and watch you say something that was like
Offensive.
ridiculous, offensive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here I come knocking on your door, like, you know, do you want to address this? Like, and it's like, man, you got to take responsibility for your actions to speak to the culture. And I have not seen that. So,
Yeah.
Lord willing, it'll change, but that's not what I've seen thus far.
Yeah, I actually feel like the crazy part about that whole situation is he said the craziness, but it felt like you took the brunt
Oh,
of. Yeah.
and as people, what's wild is I can't, again, I'm not speaking for him, but I can speak for people around him. It's like they was mad at me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't understand that.
why don't you defend him? Like, say he didn't mean it this way. And I was like, y'all, are y'all seeing my DM? Do you see the radio? Do you see my favorite icons and rappers talking crazy about me right now? Like, you not losing nothing.
Yeah.
Gonna be there on Sunday. I'm trying to be a voice to the black community, and they is not feeling me right now, fam. Like, y'all bugging.
Yeah. I felt like that situation was the epitome of the cultural differences that exist
Oh yeah,
in the church and just how that played out. Cause it was ridiculous, man.
wow, it was wild.
Yeah. I do know you got to run. So I want to ask one last question. For new artists, man, young artists coming up in the scene, or just young Christians, man, any advice, anything that's on your heart, anything you think the church should be addressing right now?
Yeah, my thing. So it's a couple things. One is, I wish I would have known this, but I didn't at the time. Is, man, listen. There are people who've gone through what you've gone through and experienced what you've experienced. Like, listen to their voices. You don't have to be the soul runner and go through all the pain by yourself. I went through so much stuff by myself because I just refused to like lean on older, wiser people for insight and wisdom. I kept telling myself no one understands the places that I'm going and the spaces that I'm living in, which to a degree is true. But at the same time, wisdom is universal.
It's
So
good.
I could have had good insight from the janitor at the YMCA just because he's lived more life than I have and trust in the Lord and has been walking with God for longer than I have. So I just wish I would have leaned on their insight and information. And then the last thing I would say, man, especially for this new generation of young artists, man, own this space, man. God gave us a space. I spent a long time saying, I'm not CHH. Don't call me CHH. I'm not a Christian rapper. I'm not a Christian rapper, because I wanted to be embraced in the hip hop community. I didn't realize and recognize, man, God gave us something. You know what I'm saying? God gave us this space to own and to change people's perception and perspective of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, look, we are Christian. We do love the Lord, and we really are good at our craft. No longer do we have to worry about being corny. We not corny no more. Wado is a phenomenal DJ. I am a good rapper. We got great rappers and DJs and artists, and Marcus is a phenomenal businessman. Flex,
Yeah.
my general manager, is great
Yeah.
at what he does. Like, we have people who are great at what they do. We don't have to worry about being corny no more. Yes, we love Jesus and we do what we do. Own it and run in it.
Dang. That was an amazing way to end the interview, my brother.
Hey, man.
Craig, I love you, bro. I do, man. I
Love
do.
you too, my guy.
I need to come
Appreciate
to
it.
Atlanta and see you soon, though, man.
Yeah, come holler at us, man. We
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere.
I'm
You
gonna
know what I'm
definitely do that, bro. I'm gonna
saying?
definitely do that.
Where you at now? You in North Carolina?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shout out to James White.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. You do you ever see anybody from CM?
I see Deuce all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's down here, and True Life used to live 10 minutes from me, bro. And then he just moved to Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, he always do tech stuff. He does tech stuff.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think he got a tech gig out there. And then I haven't seen Wells since I've been down here, but I'm not in Charlotte a lot. So that's part of it. Yeah, but I see Deuce a lot. He lives on the other side of town, but every time I'm up that way, even if it's random, I just call him. We go get something to eat. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Crazy.
They doing good, bro. They doing good.
Yeah, I see Deuce when he come to Atlanta. He come to Atlanta, and his son is out there. His son and his daughter. So I see them from time to time. They go to Blueprint.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
oh, we got. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I figured that, bro. Man, I'm gonna let you run, brother. But I'm serious about coming to Atlanta. I was trying to why can't I think of your publicist's name? She went to Howard too.
Jackie.
Yeah, we was trying to coordinate that, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happen.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right.
Yep. Hey man, appreciate you, man. I really do. And let me get a drop from you, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
The last time I got a drop from you, Jesus music was out, bro.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I just never asked, but I got an old Lecrae Jesus music drop.
Okay.
So yeah, it worked for Throwback Thursdays though.
Is it just what you want me to say?
Man, you could say you listen to DJ Wado. It's more than music, it's ministry. But you can really just say whatever is on your heart, bro. Like those always be the best drops. So I don't even want to give you a script, man. You could just go.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Lecrae, and you listening to the world famous, the one, the only Wado. It's more than ministry. It's one more time. Hey, y'all, what's going on? This is Lecrae, and you listening to the one and the only, my brother from another mother, but the same spiritual father, Wado. More than inspiration, baby. It's more than music, it's ministry.
That'll work. That'll work. I can edit it, bro. Man, appreciate you, bro, for real.
All right, bet.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro. All
right, man.
All right.